improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
And a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. We welcome you inside Dekalb High School on a big matchup tonight between the Dekalb Barons and the West Noble Chargers. As the starting lineup's now being introduced, we'll go ahead and meet them with you. As it stands right now, you've got a 6-foot senior, number 3, Nolan Kelly, number 5, Aiden Rapogle, the 5'11 junior sophomore, number 15, Trevor Steele, one of 6 seniors on the squad for Coach Ethan Marsh and company, coming in at 6'4. Number 23, Brody Mass, the lone freshman of the Chargers in the varsity rotation, coming in at 6'2. And number 24, here's the 6-foot junior forward for the West Noble Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Dekalb Barons, it looks a little bit like this, as the starting rotation will be number 11, Caden Palumbo, the 6-foot senior. Number 12, Brady Vince, the 5'10 junior. Dalton Cox, the 5'9 junior, coming in. 6'3 senior, number 32, Caden Rice. And waiting for at least the final player to come up forward. Number 33, Zeke Penrod, the 6'3 senior for Coach Austin Irvin and company. As you can see, the lineups being introduced here at Dekalb. Again, games running just a little bit early in case you're just joining us here tonight. The C team ran a little bit early with a 5 o'clock start time. JV began a little early, so thus we are getting started just a little bit early, about 15 minutes beforehand here tonight. And an all-important game to at least try to get into the right mind of things, because you have 1 month left coming into the regular season. And Dekalb coming in at 8-6. Believe it or not, only just 2 games back in NE8 play. If it could strike a few upsets along the way, it could play an impact. Moving Noble coming in at 6-7. So again, could go one way or another for the Chargers here tonight. As the Chargers will win the tip, they're going to be in the blue jerseys with the white numbers, red letters on the board. Dekalb going to be in the home whites with red letters and black trim across the letters and the numbers. So they go to Trevor Steele. Steele gets back over to Rapogle. Rapogle taking his time. Again, no shot clock here in this state of Indiana. Quick jumper on the way, goes off the mark. Rebound back in the hands of the Barons. And they're quickly going to take some time, not waste too much time to try to get it up on the inside. Nice pivot move up and in from Penrod to connect up on the board. So Penrod strikes first, 2-0 advantage of the Barons. And Penrod again just continuing to lead the way. He's been the Barons leader all season long, just a little over 13 points per game, even from the field goal range, and just under 6 rebounds per game for Coach Austin Irvin and company. Wasting no time, it's Caden Rice again on the inside. The other 6'3" dual forward, able to get it up on the board and get it back in time. 4-0, and the Barons starting out in the first roughly 67 seconds, that is, on a 4-0 run. Rebound back the other way. Quickly tossed up on the outside. Again, the Barons just want to try to come out strong super early in this one to leave no doubt against the Chargers coming in from Loganier, Indiana. Long triple on the way. It's going to fall short for Penrod, but a nice opportunity. Can't get it up and in for Rice. Will the third time be the charm? No, it won't be. Maybe a fourth. Instead, they go pitching out left side. Cox throws to the triple, can't get it. And back over to Palumbo. That is indeed 5 offensive rebounds in this last series in the first 2 minutes here in this one. Eventually, it's going to get picked away back from the hands of Saggers. Saggers can't get it, and now eventually picked away by Dekalb. So again, teams just kind of trading buckets one way or another, but a traveling violation will be called. As you can see, kind of the left foot going over for Zeke Penrod. And so Wes Noble will take over. So again, the Chargers coming out of the NECC. Currently 6th in the league right now, coming in at 4-3 in NECC play. Just another swing up on the inside. Caden Rice able to get this up and in. And a timeout will be called from Wes Noble. So we'll take it with him. 6-0 Dekalb early in the advantage.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo.
We'd like to welcome those of you back inside. 10-2 advantage of the Barons. Again, they really haven't left too much down, and again, we are working on the buffering issue that we have currently here in the arena. Once we, again, get this situated, we will be attempting to rejoin you here today, but so far it's really been, again, the senior leaders continuing to dominate on the board here tonight for this Dekalb team. As you see a substitution coming off on the floor as Caleb Saggers going to take a seat, and it looks like Graydon People going to be in action, and he will be as he quickly dribbles it up on the left side. Here's again another push on the left side. Able to get this out over to Rapogel. Rapogel can't get it to go. The bigger part that's Nolan Kelly in the game, not Graydon People. Here's the top side arc opportunity. Able to spit this out down low. Able to connect. Over again to Cox. Cox in control. Slowing it down, taking his time. With Vince now having the opportunity again. It's been very much a chess match-like affair here tonight. But what we have seen this evening is that the Barons have been able to execute quite well in taking their time and being selective with the shooting. So don't be surprised if this is going to be something we'll continue to see here tonight. Basketball short over the hands of Meinhardt. Jump ball going to be called. Going to stay in Baron territory with $1:42 remaining. Again, for those of you just joining us a little early here tonight, again with the C-Team game running early, JV running a little early, we are thus here early tonight. But the interesting note is that it's been all twos here tonight, here on the board this evening. Again, Dekalb getting 12 off the 2, Wes Noble with 3, and Dekalb with only with no threes on the board. So again, it's just been all 2-point shots here tonight, no three-pointers here. So if you love the paint, this is your game. That's credit to our cameraman and a man who would love to film your next game in Oscar Harrison. And an offensive charge going to be called, as you can see the elbow going up off the hands of Peppel. And picked up the other way. So Peppel is going to pick up his first team foul, number 2 on the board for Coach Irvin and company. And $1:27 remaining here in quarter number 1. There's another push again on the inside. Quick jumper off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound back again into Barron territory. Barron's again continuing to keep it alive. Here's Penrod. Penrod able to spit this one out and across. Gets it up the top. Bounce pass over to Peppel. Peppel again looking to continue to keep it in control. Left side of the key now in the hands of Meinhardt. Meinhardt can't get the kiss off the glass. A rebound again from Wes Noble. And the Chargers did a great job of at least slowing down the pressure in their direction, but they haven't been able to capitalize on much scoring here tonight, only with the deuce as it stands right now with 41 seconds remaining here in the first. Quick jumper on the way. Left side doesn't go for Steele. Picked up again by the Barons. A whistle contact reach going to be called. Looks like it'll be on number 13 in Trey Sischler. So Sischler is going to pick up his first team foul, number 2. With 32.5 remaining. So Penrod slowing it down. Gets it on the outside over to Peppel. Peppel again looks over. Quick jumper on the way from Penrod. That's going to fall short. Rebound back in the hands of Trey Sischer. Sischer again trying to slow down the momentum in his direction. He's got plenty of time to work with, about 13 seconds on the board. Bounce pass again, looks to the inside, connects over to Steele. Steele again on the interim, nice little handoff. Gets it over to Mast for 3, it's up and in! As Mast able to get it up in time, and that is how this first quarter will come to a close. So it is Dekalb on the board as they lead it 10-5, but the Chargers trying to make the pressure in their direction. We'll be back with you in just a moment. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
We welcome you back inside quarter number 2 here from Dekalb. And again, we apologize for the earlier technical issues, but we believe we are now in good spirits and ready to go here in the second. And a very low-scoring game as it stands right now. 10-5 advantage of the Barons. In fact, the first three-point shot of the game, or that was successfully attempted of the game, we should say, coming in from the freshman in Brody Mast with less than 10 seconds remaining. And another cut up on the end time for the Chargers. Just like that, they're on a 5-0 run here in quarter number 2. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison with you on a make-up snowy night across the 260. We'll get you caught up on some of the other action as it progresses here tonight. Another long triple on the way. This one not going to go. Eventually ended up back in the hands of the Chargers and Repogel. Repogel trying to get this one up inside. Nice kiss off the glass, up and in. And you got to think Dekalb is wanting to stop and think it over, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So they'll take a 30-second timeout, and just to let you know, tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment, only at the Big Eyed Fish and Big Eyed Fish Express by Tom Steele Tire, servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. By Ottenwiller Contracting. From bid to build, Ottenwiller Contracting has you covered. Visit them online at OttenwillerContracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, building and training the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board together. We can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of an attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. And by Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. Quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. The leaders in cleaning and restoration. Visit them online at siakas.com. Well, again, now all of a sudden, West Noble riding a 7-2 run coming into the second quarter, which is eventually shut down this time from the hands of Connor Schmidt on the board to extend it back to a 3-point game, 12-9 here in quarter number 2. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison, great crowd here on hand tonight in Barron Country between Waterloo and Auburn. Here's a quick jumper. This one up and in. Again once more for the hands of Nolan Kelly, the freshman. And Kelly has done a great job of getting those quick opportunities on the board. And just like that, we're even at 12 with 6:23 remaining here in quarter number 2. Now another pitch out on the outside. Able to get this out and up and away. Sends it over to Vince. Vince can't get it. And rebound back again by the diaper dandy in Kelly. Kelly now continuing to keep it in control. Does he want it again? He won't get it this time. Now a chance again for Vince. Vince, bounce pass, eventually taken away. Do they rule the deflection against West Noble? They do. It was clearly off the hands of Rapogel. Again, as he kind of batted it down with his left hand, not able to get it up on the board, or at least keep it in Charger territory. So the Barons will take over underneath their own goals. 6:01 remaining here in quarter number 2, even at a dozen apiece. Here's Brady Vince again. Vince, bounce pass to the inside. Looks over to Rice. Rice now gets it out again over to Schmidt. Schmidt again in control. Looks over left side of the key. Now finds Vince again. Vince looks on the right side. Pressure incoming now from Meinhardt. Meinhardt looking up. Can't get it to go. Little tussle for it. Got to think jump ball will be called. And again, credits to the Barons for hanging on to it, especially from the hands of Connor Schmidt. With 5:45 remaining here in quarter number 2. We are still even at a dozen, but the Chargers currently hot right now. 9 of 3, or a 9-3 run, we should say, here in really since the last 5 minutes of game time, if not maybe 4. Another clap jump going to go the other way, this time for West Noble. So again, the hustle points paying off from the hands of number 15 in Trevor Steele. 106 freshman for Coach Ethan Marsh and company. So the Chargers again taking a little time to relax it. Gets it up to Steele at the top of the arc. Eventually this is going to be thrown away and back in Barron territory. So again, trying to find rhythm and momentum has certainly been the tail of the tape between these two. Here's another connection again now from the hands of the Barons. Able to connect this up over to Schmidt. Schmidt again looks down, a whistle. Going to go against West Noble. We'll see officially who that's going to go against. It looks like it'll be against Williams, so that'll be his first. And team foul number 1. So again, both teams still plenty of timeouts remaining. And again, a very clean game so far. Only the 6th team foul between these two so far. Throw this up again on the inside. Connects over to Vince. Vince again still searching. Lobs it out and over. Connects back over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt again in control. Finding Palumbo. Palumbo. Lobs over 2-on-1. But again, contact going to be drawn on the inside. And it looks like it's going to be called against Ryan Glick. So Glick is going to pick up his second. That'll be team foul number 2. 4:46 remaining here in quarter number 2 with 4:46 remaining. Again, in case you're just joining us, a little earlier start time than advertised with freshman C team and JV running a little early tonight. So we are already at 4:32 here in quarter number 2. Here's a quick jumper on the way. If this one falls short, this one dug up the middle, 2-on-1 pressure, and now pitched away back in the hands of Palumbo. Palumbo again. Bounce pass to the inside. Connects over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt again on the control. Can't get this one off the board. Still fighting again. Whistle contact will be drawn. We'll look to see officially against. It looks like it might go against Blake Jones. as he had kind of a look saying he didn't agree with that. It's actually going to go against Aiden Repulgles, so he clearly did not agree with it. But now if you're Dekalb, you are in some good territory right now as the tale as old as time. Make your free throws, and you will be just fine. His first free throw on the way coming in from who else but the leading scorer for this Barons team right now in Caden Rice to give the Barons an advantage 13-12. Able to answer it again to make it a 2-point lead. Penrod also leading in the way when it comes to points now officially at 177. And 43 points to the 3 field goal percentage. But a nice cut on the inside again from West Noble back on the board. With less than 4 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. Chance again on the inside and one up and in. As Penrod able to answer it up and in time. And so just like that, the Barons continue to bend but not break. I feel like that's a story we have seen before in multiple aspects as we take a look at that again one more time. Thanks to Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And just able to make a textbook play to get this one up and in. Free throw is good as well. A full one possession game, 3:40 remaining here in quarter number 2. Barons doing a great job continuing to ride the momentum in their direction. Able to sail this one up top. Saggers again on the inside. Spits it out the other way. Can't get it. Rebound back in the hands of the Barons. And again, they started off really hot, going on a quick 5-0 run to get things going and trying to keep pushing away against West Noble. But the Chargers eventually went on a 9-3 run. And then it's just been a tale of trading buckets ever since. With less than 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Nice pitch again on the outside over to Penrod. Going to be off the front iron. 3-on-1 pressure. Got to find a way out. And eventually jump is going to be called. Going to stay with the Barons. As they milk the clock a little bit on that one. 17-14, 2:49 remaining here in quarter number 2. The substitution's going to be coming in. Trevor Steele coming back in. Also, Brody Mast back in for West Noble. With 2:47 remaining here in the second. A little nice jumper on the inside. Can't get it to go. Gets it down to Steele again on the rebound. Here comes Nolan Kelly again. Kelly again in control. Kelly spits it out. Connects over to Bridges. Barnes Bridges. Spits back over again to Kelly. Left side of the arc from our vantage point. And connects again back to Steele. Steele trying to continue to keep the momentum in their direction. 2:11 remaining here in quarter number 2. And again, it has felt like a chess match here tonight. This one up and in again once more. Nolan Kelly. He's been able to find the nylon from the 3-point arc multiple times here tonight. And has continued to keep it going even at 17. Spit up again up the middle. And we're looking for the contact. Couldn't get it. And a nice push again coming in for the hands of Trevor Steele. With a $1:54 remaining here in the second. So they've done a great job of at least continuing the pressure in both directions with 1:54 left to go. Here's another swing on the inside. Gets back over to Cox. Cox again. Spits over to Greenlee. Greenlee in control. Looks down low, finds Rice. Rice again in control. Looks down over to Vince. Vince spits it up, finds Rice, banks it home and in. So a quick 3 up and in from the hands of Brady Weiss. With 1:20 remaining. And a 3-point lead here in quarter number 2 with 1:09 remaining. And again, you can see West Noble trying to take their time, at least find the open angle if they can. They look for one up for Saggers, can't get it. Eventually, nice cut it up on the glass from Trevor Steele back on the board. And Steele able to connect up and in. Make it a 1-point game, 20-19, with 44 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Long triple. That is off the mark. And a rebound back in the hands of Kelly. Kelly again in control. We'll see if Kelly might be content to hold it for one. And it looks like he may. Or at least West Noble, we should say, may be content holding it for one. The question is, will they? 18 seconds, you got to think that might be the case. Here's Steele. Gets it out. Again, top of the arc. Again, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Kelly going to have to make it happen. It falls short. And that is how the first half will come to a close. But what a great first half we have in store here for you tonight. A great second half we'll have for you coming up in just a moment. 20-19 in advantage of Dekalb, but a fun one continuing to brew at the home of the Barons here in Waterloo. We'll be back in just a little bit, get you caught up on some of the other games going on, and a preview of half number 2 coming up in just a moment. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. And that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Halftime rolls on here at the home of the Barons, 20-19 over West Noble in what's been really an interesting game that has really gone back and forth we go here tonight, but the Barons eventually finding a way thanks to really dominating on the paint. Not too many shots from Triple Land tonight, but again, of course, it's been the leading scorers that have continued to make an impact. Nolan Kelly has led the way right now for West Noble. By our count, he's got 6 on the board. For Dekalb, that has been led by Caden Rice, and really a slew of different contributors here on the board, 20-19. As we get you caught up on some of the other games going on here in the 2-6-0. But before that, tonight's game is also brought to you by the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs. You can complete them in as little as 12 months. Visit them online at online.sf.edu. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at TJWindustrial.com. Well, the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana, we are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program. Designed to maximize your athleticism, visit them online at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. And by the Always 100 Academy, drills and skills, $10. It's all it takes. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights over at PSM Fieldhouse, where pre-K through 12th graders, you can develop dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense. Again, visit www.always100basketball.net, and punch cards available with you buy 10, get 2 free. It's on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights, 5 to 6:30 at PSM Fieldhouse. And, of course, brought to you by the fine folks at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll keep it right here as we've only got about a minute or so coming in to the third quarter. We might as well go ahead and get you caught up on some of the other action going on. And really the story of tonight has been postponements that have been made up. here this evening, so let's go ahead and get you caught up on that. Over at the Castle in Norwell girls, a big lead in that one, 45-16. An advantage of the Lady Knights over Bishop Dwenger. That is down at the Castle. Meanwhile, Snyder leading by 13 over East Noble, scoring that one 37-24. They are at the intermission in that one. Northside leading over Leo 40-31. That's over at the Lions Den, just north in Leo, Cedarville. And then trying to get the last score, Belmont leading Warsaw in a really entertaining game over there, 31-29 on the girls' side. Thad Goff is with you on that one as it stands right now. So again, 4 different games across the board. You got Dwenger over at Norwell on the girls' side, where Norwell is really taking control. You've got Warsaw and Belmont, which has been back and forth, kind of what we expected on the girls' side tonight, 31-29. Of course, in this one, it is 20-19 advantage of the Barons over the Chargers, and Northside and Leo a 9-point advantage. So again, interesting games going on. And don't forget, girls sectionals next week. We do want to remind you, you will be able to find those exclusively on the IHSAA Champions Network. You won't see them here on YouTube, but if you go to IHSAATV.org, you will find all the girls sectional games ready for you next week. And again, the tentative plan for us, we will be at the Fremont sectional for Class 1. So again, Blackhawk Christian, this is for girls, we should say. Lakeland Christian, Fremont, Canterbury, they're all going to be at Fremont. We'll be at the Woodland sectional. I'll be out there with Jared Matheny coming up on Tuesday night in the girls one. That'll be a fun one in sectional 36 and 2A. We'll also be at East Noble, and where this Dekalb girls team, we should say, will also be at East Noble. They'll be playing Tuesday night against Bishop Dwenger. And then we'll also be at the Southside sectional, where Homestead and Norwell potentially on a collision course for Class girls. So those are the 4 sectionals we'll be at for you coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and really throughout the week here on Summit City Sports. So you don't want to miss it, no matter where you are or how you're watching, but you will find it exclusively on IHSAATV.org. Again, back and forth we go. Team switching sides. Dekalb going to go left to right on your screen. West Noble going to go right to left, and the Chargers wasting no time. They look again on the inside out to Kelly. Kelly spits it up over to Rapogel. Rapogel can't get it, and a rebound off the iron, back in the hands of the Barons. So they'll have to slow it down one way or another, and it's really been kind of a quick game that we've seen here tonight. Again, taking a look at fouls comparatively across the board, only 10 team fouls as it stands. 7 of them at the hands of West Noble. 3 on the board, only for Dekalb. Here's a quick jumper along the way. It's going to fall short from the hands of Vince. They'll look again, 2-on-1 pressure. This one, nice kiss off the glass coming in for Penrod. Back on the board. Make it 22-19 with 6:25 remaining here in the third. And Zeke Penrod's did a great job of continuing to lead the way here tonight for the Barons. Now another swing again up the middle. This one's going to be deflected, but eventually put up inside by West Noble. So 22-21 advantage of the Barons. But again, it's really been a lot of back and forth we've seen here tonight. Teams have been really trading buckets for, honestly, the last 15, not the last 15 minutes of game time, but at least the last 7 minutes of game time, if not more. Another turnover now. This one going to be thrown up way off target coming in from Rapogel. And picked up now by the Barons. Going again left to right. Another nice swing. This one up and in. And a well-precision play coming in for Brady Vence. A 5'10 junior on the board. The lead back up to 1 possession. We really haven't seen anything more than a 2-possession lead, or a 1-possession lead for really a good chunk of this game thus far here tonight, as both teams play extremely similar styles, as you see. Very man-oriented, but can swap into his zone. when the time is right. And very tough to really match up a zone against a zone. 2-on-1 pressure. They go back over to Rice. Rice again in the territory. But a reach in on the inside, going to go against the Chargers, and Nolan Kelly is going to get ticketed for that one. So Kelly is going to pick up his first. It's team foul number 2 for West Noble. And again, doing the math for them, I believe that is their 9th, or actually their 8th team foul tonight overall. So again, been a quiet game for the Barons in terms of team fouls. They've only got 3 overall. West Noble with 8. Little roll off the glass, not going to go up and in. But we'll look to see if he was in the act of shooting or not. They're going to say he was not. But already a 3rd team foul on the board for the Chargers. So again, the free throw is going to potentially play an impact as the Chargers, with 4:39 remaining, already 1 left to give. Other than that, the Barons are going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. And just like that, they will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Saggers is going to pick up his 2nd foul, team foul number 4. And just like that, the Barons are going to be in the double bonus for the rest of the way as this one's up and in time. Coming from the hands of number 20, Dalton Cox, and back to a 2-possession lead. Well, don't forget, more basketball for you coming up on Friday night here on the network as we go 5 ways for you. We'll have girls and boys doubleheader action for Northside at Concordia, Southside at Dwenger, and Wayne at Bishop Luers. Those will be your SAC doubleheader games. We'll have some Inning 8 girls action for you as Belmont takes on Leo, and East Noble travels down to the Castle to take on Norwell. Coverage for the doubleheaders begin at about 5:45. While the girls' games will begin about 7:15 right here on Summit City Sports. And again, season finales for the girls coming up on Friday and Saturday before sectional play tips off. Foul's going to be picked up in the meantime off number 11, Caden Palumbo. That'll be his first, team's first. And an opportunity again for the Chargers to try to get back into this one. Nolan Kelly's done a great job of continuing to keep the momentum in his direction as he makes 1 of 2 with 4:25 remaining. This one up and in time and back on the board. Samir Barnes-Bridges coming right back in, the 5'10 sophomore. It's Barnes-Bridges again looking for a quick opportunity. This one is going to be up and in time. So 26-24 advantage of Dekalb. But the Chargers certainly making a little bit of extra noise right now here in this 2-point affair. With 4:03 remaining. Here's a cut up again on the inside. Able to get this down over to Steele. Steele again on the reset, gets over to Kelly. Kelly now up top, lobs it up. Not going to get it to go. Rebound back in the hands of Peppel. Peppel was looking for the blocking foul, and that was exactly what he got, and in time. So it looked like a hand maybe came up for Barnes-Bridges. So that'll be his first, and just like that, it will be free throws, continuing to add the rest of the third quarter, 26-24. And again, we were kind of thinking that this game was somewhat of a quick-moving first half, and it was for the most part, but second half now going to be slowed down by the free throws, but a 5-1 foul advantage. And so Dekalb, again, just be patient with the shots. Try to get those shots up and in, but the free throws have not been kind to them here tonight. So still a 1-possession game, 3:48 remaining here in the third. Barons up by 2. Nice cut on the inside. Can't get it to go. And the iron is not striking for them as it stands. West Noble potentially with another opportunity, but a backcourt violation going to be picked up against Rigopel. They were looking for the tip on it, but they didn't get it. And no tip was called as it looked like, again, Rapogel kind of whiffed it off his hands. We don't have that call officially. We tried to look back and see if We were able to see the tip on it, but we don't have that angle from when we captured it. But again, it looked like he did kind of tip it himself more so than anything. So nonetheless, Barons still keep with it. 3:33 remaining here in the third. So they're going left to right on your screen. Back over to Vince. Vince connects over to Rice. Rice bounce pass on the inside. Able to connect this one down low. Quick push again up the middle. Nice pick out away from Schmidt. Schmidt again once more. Able to connect this again up top. Looks inside the key. Can't get it. Nice little jumper on the redemption. And one! As Connor Schmidt able to answer it in time as we take a look at that again one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, getting the second chance bucket up and in. And just like that, the lead back to a 2-possession game. And now you got to think foul trouble going to start potentially being an issue for the Chargers. As it's a 5-point lead for the Barons. The largest lead we've seen tonight is 8, in case you're wondering. 2:54 remaining here in the third. Able to settle this one up top. Nice left side hook. Going to be way off the mark, deflected out of play. And the students in neon saying air ball, air ball, air ball. The Baron Brigade slowing them down again once more. So a 5-point game advantage of the Barons. West Noble has not been able to get the lead at any point here tonight. It has been all Dekalb, but the Chargers have gotten awfully close. Connection again for Penrod. Able to crisscross it. Now gets back over to Cox. Cox again. Spin move. Eventually going to be deflected. But off the hands in the meantime, and Nolan Kelly. 2:25 remaining here in the third. 29-24. So again, offense has been at a premium for both teams. Dekalb with 9 points in this third quarter. West Noble with 5. And they're working hard to get some points living, as they're working 9 to 5. Here's a jumper on the left side. This one up and in. As Vance able to answer it back on the board. Vince able to answer it back on the board. And the lead back up to 8. It is the largest lead for Dekalb here tonight with 2:08 remaining. And they're in the bonus. So again, if they can continue to force the contact going up the court, they could find a way to stretch this out potentially. But a reach in going to go on the inside. And it's going to go against Caden Palumbo. So that'll be his second, team foul number 2. But again, 1 to give in the meantime, since Dekalb has played very disciplined tonight, not trying to force at least the contact, but at least making it happen when they need to. With 1:58 remaining here in the third, 32-24, advantage of the Barons. Left side push this time going to go against Meinhardt as he forced West Noble out of play, and specifically number 15, Trevor Steele, had a little bit of the chest bump in on the contact. So 32-24, a $1.54 remaining here in the third quarter. Can they continue to keep it afloat? Another chance again, this one up and in time from the hands of number 15 in Trevor Steele. So Steele able to connect back to a 2-possession game and take it away once more. Here's Sichler. Sichler now slowing it down again once more. Connects inside over to Rapogel. Rapogel looking to keep it inside. Another quick swing left-right, and foul's going to be called. Now the Barons again forcing the contact, so it will be free throws for the remaining minute 17 across the board. That was the last one to give from there. So both teams in that bonus territory, and now all but confirmed officially in bonus territory. So the first foul was on Peppel. He now picks up his second, so that turns into 2 team fouls. And just like that, you've got free throws for the remaining 1:12 here in this third quarter, and you got to think this fourth quarter could get potentially a little exciting. Again, you're still within a 2-possession lead. The largest lead tonight we've seen has been 8 points. So it may come down to a fact of, again, not forcing the contact, but again, kind of playing a little bit of that chess match. So again, we kind of say first to 50 might win. It could very well be a first to 45 may take it home. This one's up and in time. 5-point game. Kelly going 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. $1:05 remaining here in the third. They go crisscross now on the right side over to Peppel. Peppel connecting again. Now finds over Meinhardt. Meinhardt off the glass, able to get it up and in. Schmidt able to get this one in time, I should say. So Connor Schmidt doing a great job continuing to command the patience and the control and advantage of the Barons in a 3-possession game, or at least a very, very hard 2 if you fouled from the 3-point arc and made it. 33 seconds remaining. Long triple on the way. Rims off the iron, back in the hands of Kelly. Kelly couldn't get it. Rebound now from Vince. Vince now looking to drive it up. Vince wants to take it up himself and gets it in time. Brady Vince gives Dekalb their largest lead tonight, 36-27. As the clock now goes down to 10. Loose ball and out of play. A reach over going to go against Rapogel. And the lead extended to 9, 7.2 remaining. So again, great work again coming from the hands of the Barons. They've done a great job of slowing it down. Timeout will be called. So we'll look to see officially who that's going to go against. It will be a 30-second timeout for Dekalb. So we'll keep it here. Tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including the Big Eyed Fish Bar and Grill. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment only at the Big Eyed Fish by Tom Steele Tire. 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Visit them online, TomSteeleTire.com. By Ottenmuller Contracting, from bid to build, Ottenmuller Contracting has you covered. Visit them online at OttwellerContracting.com. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Also brought to you tonight by Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. Abisiaka Cleaning and Restoration, quality work, responsive service, the commitment to people. That's what they're all about. 7.2 remaining. Dekalb trying to go up by double digits. This one deflected down in time. Going to try to lob it up. No contact. Oh, they do call the contact in on the inside from Graydon Pebble. So we'll look to see if they're going to start the fourth quarter with those shots or not. They're actually going to let them go ahead and shoot it to close out the third per regulation. As Repogel now looking to try to get it down to a 7-point affair, 36-27. We'll try to take it down to at least, well, now 8 officially as he misses the first. Second shot up, got it. And that is how the third quarter will come to a close. And just like that, it is Dekalb back up by 8, 36-28. Could be a whale of fourth quarter here in store in Barron Country. Back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a whole lot of thing and I come from study. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught a that street life. I was trying to shout harder than the street light. Ran the streets on time.
A close one brewing here tonight in Barron Country, 36-28. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison. Other games going on right now in the third. And the Norwell Knights on the girls' side just continuing to redefine excellence. They lead over Bishop Dwenger 60-24 in one of their last tune-ups before sectional play next week. Snyder leading over East Noble by 25. They're at the end of the third quarter in that one. And Warsaw leading over Belmont girls 50-39. So the Tigers able to quickly charge back forward. So again, if you're watching us right now, you've got the closest game in the house for the moment. As this one, nice pickup taken away now from the hands of Steele. Steele is one deflected down, but out of play. Going to stay with the Chargers. 7:50 remaining. Joe Northern, Oscar Harrison with you. And again, a fun one here tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. We had a rocky first quarter to get things started on the stream. So again, in case you have rejoined us and have not seen the fogginess, don't worry about it. But if you did, thank you for staying with us. 7:45 remaining here in the fourth. And again, both teams have done a really good job of at least trying to play similar styles, but it's been Dekalb that's been able to try to push forward a little bit more. They're trying to go to 9-6 in the regular season. West Noble trying to get back to 500. Here's a quick jumper on the way. Going to rim in and out off the hands of Pebble. Pebble can't get it. Deflected. Going to stay in Barron Country with 7:20 remaining here in quarter number 4. Here's another quick swing in on the left side. Bounce pass deflected, taken away by the Chargers. Here's Sisher now. Sisher settling it down. Connects over to Saggers. Saggers deflected away as Dekalb was looking to try to go for that steal and charge it back in opposite territory, but could not get it to go. So West Noble now with an opportunity to inbound it and trim it down to a 2-possession game. 2-on-1 pressure. Barnes Bridges now looks inside the key. Going to be short. Rebounded back in the hands of Vence. Brady Vence has done a great job of getting his team some clutch buckets and clutch time. Can he continue to do so here tonight? That one's going to be off the boot, off the hands of Barnes, or off the feet, we should say, of Barnes Bridges. If it's off the boot, I mean, clearly your feet are not your hands. So 6:56 left to go. Barron's in control. They go back over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt able to connect this one up top. Rims in and out for the hands of Vince. And a quick whistle contact will be called. So first foul of the quarter going to go against Rice. So that'll already be his second personal, team foul number 1. So Dekalb, for the first time tonight, getting their first personal foul on the board. With an 8-point advantage, 6:44 remaining here in the fourth. And the Chargers, again, credit to Coach Marsh in his first year, again, continuing, or well, not his first year, just actually getting over 100 wins not too long ago, we should say. Fixture for Charger Country. So had to correct that on my end. Here's a push away from Kelly. This one's going to rim off the top, can't get it to go. Now quick cross-court pass, connects back over to Meinhardt. Meinhardt has done a great job of at least settling into the post, but looking for other opportunities moving forward. They go back to Schmidt. Schmidt, they'll settle it again up top. They slow it down again to Pebble. Pebble again on the east push. 2-on-1 pressure. And eventually up and in time. As Caden Rice continuing to add on what is now officially the largest Dekalb lead tonight, 10 points. But that's really been kind of the evening so far. Again, a 10-point lead feels a little bit larger than a 10-point lead. This one deflected away, quick 2-move, and in the time for Nolan Kelly. So great pick away from the hands of the senior. With 5:24 remaining here in the fourth, 38-30. And again, West Noble, one thing to note, a lot of foul trouble for them here tonight. So they don't want to try to draw too much contact. Instead, it's going to feel very much like a chess match as this one enters its latter stages. Is Brady Vince going to go to the bench? We see number 20, Dalton Cox, returning back in. With 5:08 remaining. Chargers crossing the timeline. Bounce pass inside to Steele. Steele connecting again, back over to Jones. Jones again on the interim. Looks over to Saggers. Saggers. 2-on-1 pressure. Nice pick away, and Steele picked up from the hands of Pepple. He's been so good at trying to get those quick steals on the board and continuing to add him up. And a 10-point advantage for the Barons with 4:38 remaining here in the fourth. Connection again up on the left side. Rebound going back in the hands of the Barons. Another quick cross-court pass. Here's Pepple for three. Bang! You have to think Graydon Pepple is certainly making a case for your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. And with good reason, getting the last 5 on the board, continuing to add to the large Baron lead here in the fourth. 4:26 remaining here in the fourth. As again, tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the following, including online degree programs at the University of St. Francis that can be completed in as little as select programs, we should say. Not all of them, but select programs that can be completed in 12 months or less. Be sure to visit them online at online.sf.edu. We're trying to get the logo up there for you. There it is, online.sf.edu. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit them online at tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the affiliated district councils and local unions that help build Indiana. We are LiUNA. The Academy Drills and Skills from Always 100. Again, going on right now between now and May 28th on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. $10 all it takes to help your child develop dribbling, passing, shooting, and defense for a $10 drop-in. Again, at Parkview Sports Medicine Fieldhouse. And also brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. You can earn your edge this season at parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. Well, the Barons, again, continuing to add on to their largest lead of the night. They're on a quick little 5-0 run right now, and to make it a 13-point affair. And a lot of it has been thanks to Graydon Pepple, who has continued to make some noise on the board. But Steele also answering right back for West Noble. Cut it down to an 11-point affair. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Now a takeaway again by the Chargers. Bounce pass again, connecting over to Rapogel. Rapogel can't get it up and in. Now a rebound back in the hands of Rice, trying to reset it. 2-on-1 pressure. Again, Dekalb now moving on that fast break again once more. Here's Pepple, the senior. Connects back over to Cox. Cox again on the left side. Trying to continue to keep it in motion. 3:35 remaining here in regulation. But an 11-point lead. Quick jumper along the way. It's good! And Caden Rice with a major blow for the Chargers, but a major gain for the Barons, and a 14-point advantage with 3:15 remaining here in this one. And again, the third quarter fouling streak coming back to haunt West Noble just a little bit more, but it's been the Barons able to try to read it, and again, getting good pressure for a team that's trying to still stay in that NE 8 race, as they are currently 2 games back with a little bit left to play as we take a look at the schedule upcoming for this DeKalb team. And it doesn't get easier for the Barons anytime soon as they welcome Huntington North, another team at the top of the table in the NE 8, and then they head over to Leo as the Huntington North game will be Saturday. They'll take on Leo next Thursday night at Leo. We will have that for you right here on Summit City Sports. And the game on Saturday against Bishop Luers next Saturday, the 7th, we'll have for you here on SCS. So we got a Baron team just continuing to try to ride the momentum. And again, the rest of the conference schedule for them, they've still got Huntington North, Leo, Belmont, And I just had it, but it went away from me. But again, a very manageable schedule. So again, if you can get Columbia City or New Haven to maybe stub their toe across the way, you can find a way to really get back into the top of the rankings. Again, still a long shot for that NE8 title, but certainly still making a good case of being near the top of the table. With 2:12 remaining. Nice kiss off the glass, up and in! Was Rice able to get it up and inside for an and one? And you have to think the clock is about to strike midnight for West Noble, as the lead now extended to 16. Make it 17. And again, the tail first to 45 to win. Well, Dekalb certainly has done just that here in this fourth quarter, doing a great job of shutting down West Noble here in this fourth. Quick connection left side, finds Jones. Jones spits it out. Connects back over to Steele. Steele left side. Gets it up and in for the three. But a timeout will be called by West Noble. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. Again, let you know some of the action coming up this weekend right here on Summit City Sports. As again, tomorrow night, we'll have Lakewood Park taking on Woodland at the home of the Warriors. Steve Orth, Caden Linder will be joining you for that one. Then we go 5 ways on Friday. 3 doubleheaders for you. North side taking on Concordia. South side at Bishop Dwenger. And Wayne at Lurs. The girls will start at 5:45 and then at 7:15. And then 2 girls games for you at 7:30, approximately 7:30, if not a little before. Belmont taking on Leo. And East Noble taking on Norwell. And then as it stands, as of now, 3 games on Saturday for you. As Wayne will take on Blackhawk Christian. New Haven will take on Columbia City. Oscar, you're going to have a fun one over there on Saturday night between 2 of the top teams in the NE8 in boys basketball. And then our girls game, Wayne taking on Concordia, all at 7:30 on Saturday evening right here on Summit City Sports. Here's Meinhardt now. Looking again to settle up top. Meinhardt again continuing to keep this one going. Can't get it down with $1:30 remaining. We'd like to welcome those of you who are just watching some of the earlier games that have just gone final, including Northside winning over Leo 78-58, and Norwell nearly doubling up, actually doubling up and then some for this one as the Knights double up on the Saints and some juice, 75-36. The Knights picked up 18 threes in the win. Dekalb again trying to play a little bit of keep away with the remaining 109 here in this one. Whistle will be called against West Noble, and the road doesn't get any easier for them. They will welcome Fairfield coming up on Friday night. That'll be a 7:30 start time, but then head over to Westview next Thursday, 1 week from tomorrow night. And then LaVille, they'll be welcoming for a matinee on the 7th. So the Chargers, again, trying to play a little bit of the foul game right now with 1:05 remaining, but already still with no more to give if they can try to deflect somebody and get those quick shots, but could be a little tale of too little too late. As they were able to deflect it in on the inside. 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth. 49-35 advantage of Dekalb with 50.1, and now a reach-in going to be called against the Chargers. This time, Aiden Rapogel. Warsaw up 67-54. That score has certainly changed since the last time we looked at that. That was 10 minutes ago, so that one, I believe, has gone final with Warsaw the victors in that one. Quick shot on the way. This one, no good. As Brady Vance gets this one off the iron. And Caleb Saggers returning. So again, the Barons have done a great job of at least playing patient, but not playing with too much contact in on the inside. As again, the Chargers trying to draw the contact, but in some situations it worked, in some it is not here tonight. But the Barons looking ever so closer. Now another whistle will be called, and getting some fans starting to put their jackets on and think about heading for the exits, knowing that this one is nearly out of reach, if not completely out of reach at this point. Of course, we've seen crazier things happen. But should this hold, Dekalb is going to go to 9-6. West Noble is going to drop down to 6-8. Quick little tip going to go off the opposite side and back to the Barons with 34 seconds remaining. So you got to think the Barons are going to try to play a little bit of keep away, unless they may go for the foul to win scenario, but it may not matter necessarily. Again, Barons in the bonus the rest of the way. Timeout is going to be called by Dekalb. 50-35, that's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. So again, the Barons going to stop to think it over. We'll step aside as well. 50-35, back to wrap this one up in a moment.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
As the sound of I Got a Feeling, or maybe the No Ceilings. Nope, it is I Got a Feeling. Not the Lil Wayne No Ceilings remix, for those of you who know that at home. And if you don't, I will not encourage you to go to it one way or another, but for science, you never know. 34.4 remaining. Dekalb up 15. And contact going to be drawn in on the inside for Nolan Kelly. So again, the Barons going to go back to the free throw line. Again, you have to give credit for the Chargers of at least just trying to continue to push forward no matter what. But again, at this point, it's been nothing but the Barons just with a dominant second half resurgence, mind you, especially in the fourth quarter, led by who I am just going to go ahead and give it to your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, in Graydon Pepple, who was able to find the quick threes and the most clutch situations here tonight for the Chargers. And again, really, here's the three that kind of put it out of reach. And has since done so, and really have only held, again, this Chargers team only to 5 points since. So that second free throw is good, 25 seconds remaining. We'll look to see if they'll try to hold it out. Still a jumble up in the middle. Chargers trying to keep a hand on it. Deflected out of play, and that one should likely do it. And a 16-point affair. And they are going to ease up a little bit, and that's how this one is likely going to come to a close. So the Barons with a nice second half resurgence here in this one as they win it over West Noble 51-35. And again, your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, it's Graydon Pepple tonight. Resurgence to get the win over a very good Chargers team. They dropped to 6-8 on the season. The Barons welcome at Huntington North. Should be a fun one in the NE8. Could potentially shake things up in the NE8. That'll be on Saturday night. We go 5 ways for you on Friday night. We'll have Lakewood Park and Woodland tomorrow night here on the network. And February is in the air, my friends. And that means only postseason basketball is continuing to creep on the horizon. Still an exciting regular season left to go. For Oscar Harrison, Joe Northern saying so long. We will see you, well, tomorrow night, if not Friday, if not Saturday. We'll see you soon. You've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Dekalb football league at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to PSM